A world in which the Western alliance is a less effective force for good, less willing or able to stand up for the values we believe in, is a more dangerous world. If we, the inheritors of institutions, fail in our stewardship of them, if we allow them to lose their relevance for the future, the next generation will be the poorer. So to tackle all of these challenges, we should start by trying to understand the root causes of them. One is the dislocation caused by rapid technological change. The rise of artificial intelligence and automation, nanotechnology and the Internet of Things represent a fourth industrial revolution which will change how we live our lives and structure our economies in the years ahead. The lesson of history is that great technological change also drives great social change. The first industrial revolution, powered by steam and water, led to a huge increase in wealth, but also created the horrors of the Victorian slums. The second industrial revolution, driven by electricity and the assembly line, spread opportunity and affluence, but brought with it serious and often avoidable environmental damage. The third computerized revolution opened the door to a new world of possibility, but the benefits were not evenly spread, and some communities were left behind. And today, on the cusp of the next great technological change, we're still living with the consequences of the previous ones. Today's globalized economy, defined by electronic communication and expanding free markets, has delivered great benefits. It has helped cut extreme poverty in half over the last 30 years, helped increase global life expectancy by 20 years, helped halve child mortality in the poorest parts of the world. But it has had other consequences in developed countries. Communities that were built around specific industries have struggled when those jobs have moved abroad. Many working people worry about whether they and their children will have the skills they will need to get on in the new economy, and whether they will even be given the chance. The urban renaissances we have seen in many of our great cities have not always been matched in smaller communities where opportunities are fewer, driving many young people away. This feeling in some communities that they were being left behind by economic change was a factor behind the Brexit vote in 2016, and I think you can see a similar dynamic in most developed countries. It's partly what lies behind the growth of not just populist politics, but also nationalism. People want to withdraw within the boundaries of their state. They want to keep others out. They want jobs for themselves and their families, not for immigrants. They don't want to see innovation, as they fear it means they will lose out. They don't want to see their economy being part of a wider global picture, and they fear the external world. The way to respond to this is not to accept it as a given and mould policies accordingly. The response has to be to show that their fears are groundless by ensuring that they too have the opportunities they see going to only to others.